Hello, ladies and gentlemen. You're welcome to Scum Media House. And today we are on to the program Real Life Relationship Dilemma with me, Mrs. Asanji. Today we have a very touching case, and she's on standby. I want you to get it with your own ears. So let me give her a call. Stay put, follow up the conversation, and why not learn something? Hello.
Hello, madam.
Yes, good morning.
Hello, madam. Good morning.
Thank you. How are you?
Good morning.
Good. How are you today?
I'm fine. Better.
Yeah, I know you are onto a lot, and it's not easy to handle that. Can you stay where there is no noise? Are you at the roadside?
Okay, let me dress. I actually left the house so that because my husband was at home, so I do not want any inconvenience.
Okay, yeah, I understand.
Let me leave and stand somewhere else.
Just try to locate yourself where we can have the best of you.
Alright. We can talk now. I've shift.
Okay. All right. So you don't have to mention your name, your age, nothing. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So just tell us what is happening.
The thing is, my husband is a very chronic cheat, and at this point, I don't know what to actually do. Looking at the screenshots because I connected his WhatsApp to my phone. If without his knowledge, and he does not know. So this particular lady, I had called her some time ago, about 4 months ago, and I warned her because she was sending her nudes to my husband's phone. So when I saw it, I called her on normal call, and I was like asking her that, "But how can you be a married woman and you are doing some things like this?" I was even thinking that I was even a single girl, but she was married with two kids, a boy and a girl. So when I tried talking to her, she was like shouting at me that she's not doing anything with my husband, that she's not suspecting, that there's nothing, he's calling for something else, that he's asking an advice from my husband and stuff like that. I let it slide. Then after like 2 days, 2 days behind, I started noticing some strange behavior from my husband. He was feeling too tired. He could not perform his marriage duties. He was just that his brain was too full. So that was what made me to connect his phone to my phone. That was just yesterday, day before yesterday.
Oh,
And then
so it's
yesterday
just 2 days ago that you had this
I
discovery.
saw the yes, just 2 days ago that I connected his WhatsApp to my phone. It was not something since I was not doing it. It just because I saw his mood and I really wanted to know. But if I could have asked him, he wouldn't tell me. So I decided to do it my own way. And that's what I found out.
Okay. So can you tell us what you found out from the cell phone? Because others are also listening, so that people can understand the story before I'm coming in with the advice. I have read the screenshots, but it's good that you explain.
Actually, the, 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 the lady is saying that she she wants to abort the child, and the husband is not aware that she's pregnant because the husband has not touched her for the past 2 months, and it's like the husband is not even around. Maybe he traveled, and then it will just be observed that maybe the husband will come back and then he will inform him that she's pregnant. Then the husband will be like, how come? Then my husband, on the other hand, does not want the abortion. She wants her to keep the child and pin the child on the husband. Whereas the husband is having issues, I mean, like medical health issues. So I doubt if even the two kids that they are even having is even the man's kids.
Mm.
But I'm sure that it's the man's kids because the kids really look like him.
Mm-hmm.
So right now, yesterday they had to book an appointment that they should meet. So there was too much rainfall here, so they did not meet. I'm sure they're going to meet today to discuss the situation.
Okay.
So that's it.
And so since you discovered it, what have you done?
Actually, I've not done anything. I've not done anything. I've not told anybody. I just kept it to myself. But yesterday, as I came back from work, I discovered it at work. When I came back, I just began throwing some slangs. I was just angry,
Yeah.
us women, how we do things. I was just angry. Then I just began throwing some slangs, some just slangs, and then he was like, "Hey, I didn't think that this girl has discovered something." He rushly went to his phone and checked his WhatsApp, check, and he didn't see anything. He was like calm. He was just like, "Oh, maybe she's just saying, maybe she's just saying." Then this morning I got up. I tried to ask him that, please, do you really love this family? Do you love me at all? Do you? He was like, what, why are you saying this? Of course, I know I love you. I love the family, and I will do everything to protect the family and the rest. I should not be thinking like that. I should not be thinking like that. If that everything is fine. But I just left. Mhm.
Okay.
That's it.
And right now, what are you thinking?
This Asanja, I don't really know what I'm thinking. I don't really know. I have it's from the meeting today that I can think of what to do. But since they'll be meeting but physically,
Mm-hmm.
I will not know the outcome of the meeting.
Yeah.
So but since the lady in question really wants the abortion, and the other way my husband does not want it and he wanted he should give the child to the husband. That is where the controversy is right now. So I don't know. I don't want to do something that at the end my husband will leave me and go to the lady. Because
Okay.
if I want to bring up an issue, he
Mm-hmm.
will get angry. That's why I've been spying on him and stuff like that. Then on the other hand again, I was thinking of telling the husband, telling the lady's husband to bring the screenshots. But that one is going to be a very big problem because my husband too, his name will be drawn into the mud because they are friends. They are friends.
So your husband is
So
dating
it's
his
bad.
friend's wife.
Yes, that's what it's there. They are friends. They know each other and they are communicating.
Okay.
So the situation is bad, and then I'm just confused.
Yeah. It's really a dilemma. It's really a difficult one. And I know that it has been difficult for you since you discovered this. But you mentioned that you mentioned that whatever you want to do, you don't want your husband to leave you. That's to say that you are still hoping to fix your marriage, right?
Yes, I'm hoping. Yes, I want it.
Okay, you don't want to lose your marriage, irrespective of anything.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So I'm happy that at this stage you are in a very difficult situation, but divorce is not even the first thing coming to your mind. I mean, you are brave. You are very brave because not everybody would even want to think of staying in a situation like this where it's not just about cheating, unfaithfulness. There's really noise on your background. I know you're at the roadside, but
Okay,
yes,
sorry.
yeah,
Yes, I was about going to work.
yes. I understand that you are in a very difficult case because it's not just about your husband cheating; it's about his continuous cheating that has come in with pregnancy and the worst of it all is with a friend's wife, another married woman who is also having
Then
kids. You have kids?
another married woman.
You have kids? How many?
She's yes, I have kids. I have two girls, 4 and a year old.
Okay, that means your last child is just 1 year
I
old.
have two girls.
Mm-hmm. All right. So after you had your last child, how was your sex life?
Our sex life was good, but later on he began abstaining from me. He he hardly come close. First one is even when I'm pregnant, he does not even want to even see my body. Reason being that he's afraid that if he has intercourse with me, he's going to injure the baby. So when I was pregnant, he hardly touches him. And then when I put to bed, he was saying that when a woman put to bed, it's good that the woman heals after 3 months. So I waited after 3 months. During that time, imagine during all my pregnancy stage, he was not touching me. After birth again, 3 months extra. Although when I was pregnant, like one time, family just once. Maybe in a month it can be once. In 2 months it can be twice. Then
But
after 6 months, then I put birth, we began intimacy. We began intimacy that much. Even right up now, the intimacy is great.
Okay.
Because I've fully recovered.
Okay. Now you mentioned he's a chronic cheat, so I'm asking if he has been cheating even before you got married or after you got married.
No, that is after when we got married.
Okay. You discover that he has been cheating. It's not just this is not the first lady.
It's not the first lady. He has so many, but is this one that drew my attention because it has to do with
A pregnancy.
It
So
has to do with
okay.
yes, it has to do with the pregnancy.
So right now, what would you really have wished that this lady goes ahead with the abortion, or keeps the pregnancy, or what are you thinking?
To my own, in my reasoning, I want to call the lady and we discuss woman to woman, and I asked her that I have warned you, I have called you the other time, and I warned you that you should stay clear of this man. You said no, and then now this is it. So what do you think I should do? I will talk to her, then I'll leave the ball in his legs. Let her play it. Then from there, I don't know. Because obviously, when I call her, she will tell my husband that I call her and I know the situation. Or on the other hand, I pack my things and leave the house.
No, but you mentioned from the beginning that you don't want to lose your husband. You mentioned
yes, I don't want to lose my marriage there. At the moment, let me just go and clear off my head somewhere.
Yes, and I understand that this is very draining. Yeah, and at least you have known that your husband is cheating. So the cheating is it's not just the issue. The problem is that there's a pregnancy that is involved, and it's involving a married woman, and her own marriage is also at stake.
Yeah, oh yes, her own marriage is at stake. Likewise, my own is at stake, but it's her fault. It's not my fault.
Of course.
I warned her, not that it's not. I warned her, I called her, but she was too flippant. She was too flippant.
I will first
I'm thinking of destroying her own home.
No, you should you shouldn't go to that extent, right?
That's what she's trying to do with mine.
Yes, I understand that she's trying to destroy your home, but you should not pay evil for evil, right? Let God be the one to expose her. What do you think? Because first of all, you sound strong. I was thinking that while I'll be listening to you, you'll be crying all through. Okay, I think her network is bad, but I'm hoping that she gets back to us. You can see for yourself how destructive cheating is. especially when it involves married couples. Okay, yeah. So I was saying that you are really strong.
Yes,
Just
I was getting you.
yes, that you're really strong. Just the fact that I thought you'll be crying seriously while explaining all of this because it's not an easy situation to go through.
Yes, ma'am. That's why I was saying that I had cried the whole of yesterday. I've cried my eyes out the whole of yesterday when I discovered as they were texting and going, I was just shedding tears, then doing the screenshots.
Hmm.
Then immediately as they finished discussing, he deleted everything and wiped everything. I just sat.
Hmm.
I just I have cried enough. I
Yeah.
thought of calling my mother before the issue. I said, no, that's not the best thing. Like, tomorrow I'll forgive him, but my mother will not forgive him.
Good.
Ah, I
That.
just said, let me get to you. I just went online. Then I spoke now to you. Because I
Oh.
was just confused. I was thinking of calling the girl immediately. Thinking of even calling your husband.
Hmm. I'm happy, dear. So I want to
Okay.
appreciate. I want to.
Sincerely,
Mhm. Yes, I want to appreciate the fact that
I'm getting you.
a lot of things came to your mind, but you do not rush into any action just yet because that would have caused more disaster. Imagine calling her husband. You would have sparked a lot of conflicts. Who knows? These are two friends. You not have been an easy thing
Mm-hmm.
to handle. Again, if you had called your mother equally,
Mm-hmm.
since you still want your marriage, your mother will begin to look at your husband differently. So I'm happy that with all of those thoughts, you didn't take an action. You paused until you decided to get to me so that you can seek the best advice. So I think that's a very good lesson for everyone to learn. Whenever you're going through
Yes.
any situation in life, just pause, take calm down, no matter how challenging it is. Calm down and then breathe before you can be able to know which decision to take. So right now, again, I want to appreciate the fact that you are strong. Appreciate the fact that you do not act. You had to put yourself together until you got to me. Right now, I will not say that you should stay silent, okay? Because if you stay silent, your mental health is at stake here, and then there is a baby involved. So what you have to do is you have to talk with your husband. You have to let him know that you know the truth. You get it. And
Yes, ma'am.
and since you want to, can you just mute your mic because there's a lot of noise coming from there, from your background, so that when I give you the advice and you can then go to work.
All right.
Just mute so that let me
Okay, ma'am.
share with you. Okay, I think it's even better now. Okay, so what I'm saying is that you need to let your husband know that you know the truth. Let him know that you know what is happening. But since you're coming from the angle where you still want to save your marriage, you have your approach to everything will be different. In some cases, maybe somebody will say, no, I cannot stand it any longer. I want a divorce. In that case, maybe whatever approach she takes will not really matter. But in your case where you want to still save your home, the best thing you can do is call your husband down. You're coming down from a very matured angle approach. Tell him, this lady, you knew he has been dating her. You have been following up their chats. You stayed quiet, but right now you had to approach him because there's a pregnancy involved. What is he planning to do with the pregnancy? Abortion is not really the best. It's really a difficult situation because imagine that you ask him to go out to tell her to abort, and something happens to her. Maybe she loses her life along the way with the abortion. What will happen? But it looks like it's not her first abortion because from the screenshots you sent to me, she said she had told I think it's a pharmacist or somebody, that the pregnancy was the husband's own, and that she wants to abort again. So it looks like it's not even her first abortion. But this one, who knows? You can commit abortions and one gets you entrapped. So if something happens to her and then she dies, your conscience alone will not leave you. It's a very difficult situation. But you should talk with your husband. Remember that you want to save your marriage. So your approach should be different. Calm down yourself. First of all, you've already been very mature and strong all through.
Got with him. and then you start finding out that how do I manage to know, so I'm following him up and stuff like that. He would turn it upside down and so I don't just know. The type of husband that I get married to now, I myself try.
Yeah, I understand. But okay, you staying quiet here, he may be manipulative. He may shout at you for checking maybe going through his cell phone. He may turn it back on you. That's what he has always done. But how will staying quiet now help you? Because we want to preserve your mental health here, not just your marriage. Your mental health is very important. So if you know that he will defend himself like he has always done, you can okay, you are going to work. You can send him those screenshots. Tell him that you are sorry that you had to do this is because you had suspected this long ago, and tell him that at this moment you want to work with him to find a solution. Your approach may change everything because sometimes, yes, men who cheat will always want to, or people that cheat, let me not say just men, they will always want to shout at you, make it look like you are the problem, just so that they cover up for their cheating actions. But the interest here is not just him. If you say you have to stay silent, it's going to eat you up. It's going to drain you. You're going to get into depression. Your mental health is as important as the marriage. So if there's anything we have to save here, the first thing is even your mental health before the marriage is coming into play, because you shouldn't stay married and die in marriage because of the fact that if you talk, your husband will turn it back on you. I don't know if you get me. The, our top interest here, our greatest
Yes,
interest,
ma'am, I'm getting you.
yes, our greatest interest here is your mental health. You may be strong now, but it's going to affect you later on. So it's better you talk to him. You look for an approach on how you can talk to him. Like I'm saying, if it's that you talking with him directly, it's always not easy. You can rather send him those messages when you get to work. When you send him those messages, come from an approach where he looks at it like, okay, you have discovered this thing, but you are ready to work with him through whatever solution he thinks is best. I will not advise abortion because it's sinful, and it's I mean your situation is complicated. You just have to talk with your husband and you both come out with a solution. So now let him know that you know, but let him know that you will not talk to the lady's husband, which is who is a friend to him. You will not talk to her because even talking to her is not like a solution. Rather, you have to stand with your husband. Talk with your husband because he's the one that is disloyal. He's the one that has impregnated the lady. Even if the lady was throwing herself at him, he could still have said no. But he had a relationship with this lady. So talk with your husband. Come from the approach that you you understand that this is what has happened. You want to see how both of you can save the situation. Tell him that you're hurt, but at this moment you want to see how both of you can save this situation. Let him be open with you, because if he has to behave the way he has always been doing, he can make things get out of proportion, and it will affect your marriage, affect the other lady's marriage, affect even the children that are involved. Because imagine that your children know that, okay, uncle this that always come to the house here, that he have a child with his wife. It's disturbing. Or their own children, okay, maybe their children have even known your own children, and maybe sometimes they play together since your husband and this guy are friends. How come now there will be a child in the picture? And again, putting the child, saying that the child is a man's child, it's something that is, I mean, how will she even live with it? The conscience, like she was also saying. But before cheating, people should always take into precautions all of these consequences. So my advice is, you need to speak up because your mental health is important, and you should talk with your husband. But remember, since you want to save your marriage, you come from a softer approach and tell him that you are willing to work with him. So I don't know if that's helpful.
Yes, ma'am, it's actually helpful, but the thing is, he will ask me that, okay, now that the pregnancy is involved, what should I do? What do we think that we should do? is it abortion or let her keep the child? Those
Yeah,
are the two options that they will ask me, and all the two options are not favorable for me.
yeah. That's why I'm saying that at the end of the day, you have to choose a lesser evil. These are two things that are difficult to choose from, and you both just have to face it. If I
So
went,
we will have to abort the child.
sorry, I
She will
can't
have to abort the child.
I can't say if she should abort. Like I said, what if something happens to her during the abortion? You
It's her
even
fault.
yes, it's her fault, but you will not also have peace. Your conscience will keep judging you that somebody died because she was trying to abort your husband's pregnancy. It's a difficult situation, my dear, but you and your husband should be able to talk it out. I mean, stand on one side and come out with a final solution. It's a difficult one, honestly. It's a difficult one, but you can only talk it out with your husband and then come out. But let him know that you know. I think just letting him know that you know is enough to relieve you. You cannot keep this kind of thing to yourself. And I'm happy you did not involve your mom and other people. Please do not involve them. Since you want to save your marriage, if it's that you wanted to back out, we could have involved the mother and every other person.
Okay, so madam, what if he says that let's keep the child? What become of the child now?
That would be a difficult situation because this is a married woman. I don't know.
It's a
Honestly,
married woman.
it's a
It's
married
a married
woman,
woman, and the
and
husband not. Oh God.
for the husband to know that the child belongs that the wife is pregnant for his friend it's difficult. It's difficult to go by, but maybe she may open up. I don't know. Talk to the husband, but the solution here depends on what you talk up, like what you and your husband finally agrees on. From there, let this lady also give her own opinion. She knows her husband better. Maybe she does not want the marriage anymore, or she wants the marriage. It now depends on that. If it's that she does not want the marriage with the husband anymore, then she may choose to give birth to the child and give the child to you people. I don't know. It's something that you both need to discuss and then involve this lady, and then you both do a final discussion.
Okay, ma. Thank you.
Yeah, Asha, it's not easy. Honestly, it's not an easy one.
So I'm sure that today they are going to meet.
Hmm.
So will it be good that I will discuss it with him today after work
No,
or tomorrow or on
it's
Sunday?
it's advisable that you let him know that you know it before he's even going to meet the lady, so that when he's meeting the lady, he will also tell the lady that my wife has already discovered.
Okay.
And yes, and now whatever we're deciding, my wife needs like she also needs to know because she's my wife and I don't also want to lose my home.
Okay. Okay, ma. Thank you very much.
Yeah, so while you go to work, you can let him. Yes, he will be angry that you went through his cell phone, but it was better for you to have no need now than know it later. Maybe when the child is born, it will be very disturbing.
Yes, it's better I know it now at this
Yes.
early stage because I think it's still in the first trimester. Yes, the child is still in the first trimester.
Mm-hmm.
So, they, okay. Thank
It's
you very
well,
much, ma. I so much
Asha,
appreciate.
Asha.
Mm.
Yeah, I wish you the best.
Okay, mom. Thank you. If there's anything again, I'll let you know.
All right, all right. Bye bye. I'm here with you. Okay,
Thank you.
you're welcome. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, so you see the consequences of cheating, and before you are getting into a relationship with extramarital relationship, always be conscious of these consequences. This is even far too difficult because it's not just involving a married man and a single lady, it's involving a married man and a married woman. Not just far ends, people that live in different regions or different towns or are at different locations, but this is friends. Imagine impregnating the friend, the wife of your friend. How can that be handled? So the final call here is please let us do everything possible to stay away from cheating. the consequences of it is always very destructive. Like in a case like this, at the end of the day, either one person's marriage may be destroyed, or somebody's life may be destroyed. There is a lot that is involved in this situation, and at the end of the day, they just have to face the consequences of whatever that comes with it. So, again, please, if you are married, be contented with your wife, with your husband. Avoid any form of extramarital affairs because the consequences of it can destroy even your own life. Thank you for watching. This is Com Media House. We bring to you Truth That Transforms. Are you going through tough, confusing situations in life, in relationships and marriages? Share them with us, and we are here with you. You don't have to